to be, I don't want to be a novice in it. I want to understand it very well so that I can also play in that space.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's proceed. So,
Okay.
uh, so here, I'll just tell you that what are the advantages of cloud computing. See, when we are talking about the cloud computing, so here we are having global in minutes. What does it mean? For example, I'm talking about EC2 instances, which is the virtual machines in AWS. So within few minutes, you can create virtual machines. Means you can create your servers, right? Within few minutes. So it means global in minutes. Second, infinite storage means whenever you are having within your own premises, you have some limited storage. Maybe it is 100 terabyte, 200 terabyte, but there is a limit. But when we talk about AWS or Azure, right? So it is having infinite storage, okay, for a user point of view. For example, you want to deploy the application and you are saying my database files will be 10 terabyte. Okay, you can purchase 10 terabyte. I need 100 terabyte. You can also purchase 100 terabyte. So infinite storage. Cost efficient, I have already mentioned, right? So for example, if you are having a virtual machine within your own premises, right, or within your own data center, then means I have already explained to you means how it is more cost efficient because you can have multiple machines, right? For example, on your weekdays, you need 10 machines. So you need to pay for 10 machines. And on weekend, you need only 2 machines. Then you need to pay for 2 machines, right? So this is cost efficient. I'm giving example of the servers or virtual machine at this moment, but there are other services where uh, where you can see this is really very the cost is very less as compared to the if you own that within your own data center, right? Increase the speed and agility, right? So there are some services which we call platform as a service, PaaS. Okay. So here you will see you just need to deploy your code without worrying about that. What is my web server, right? Where it is getting deployed. There are many cases where you can have a serverless approach that we will discuss in our upcoming lectures. But you can apply the platform as a service, right? You can use the serverless approach where you don't know where the application is getting deployed, but your application is live. You need not to worry about that high availability of your web servers, etc. Dynamic scaling. You need 10 machines, right? You just specify auto scaling for your requirement. So say an example, you are saying, uh, I need 10 servers, right? But it should be dependent upon how much traffic it receives. For example, if there are 1,000 requests, then it will be, 2 servers. If it is 10,000 requests, then it will be, say, 4 or 5 servers. So you can provision auto scaling by using AWS or any means Azure also we can do that. In AWS, we call auto scaling group, and in Azure, we call virtual machine scale set. Disaster assistance. For example, you are having your data center and there is a power outage on a particular day. Even though you have your genset, your generator, but looks like means the power outage or something goes wrong in that area, flood comes, anything could happen. Then, then the machines are not available. But AWS, Azure, these are spread across all over the world. So you need not to worry about that if my machine is down, right? Or if my data center is down, how I can access my application, how my client can access the application. This will be totally taken care by your cloud service provider, and they are having the replicated servers. Okay, so that is the disaster assistance. Easily upgraded. For example, you are running with, say an example, Windows 2008 server. Now you want to migrate to 2019 server. So these are easily upgraded by using AWS Azure. High availability we have already discussed. Do you have any question?
No, of course, sure. All this, yeah, I understand all this.
Yeah. Now, so these are the different, comparison when we use cloud computing, right? So these are different, you can say, models which are for the cloud-based system. First is on-premises. On-premises means if you are setting up everything within your own data center, then application, data, runtime, middleware. Middleware is your web server, operating system, virtualization, everything. This blue color indicates that within your own environment. So this is called on-premises. Second is called infrastructure as a code, IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Okay, infrastructure as a service. So here, this orange color indicates that this will be provisioned on the AWS or your cloud service provider. So networking will be provided by AWS. Storage will be provided by AWS. Virtual machines will be provided by AWS, and virtualization will be provided by AWS. Now you need to select the operating system, your web servers or middleware, right? Runtime, your data, and you need to deploy your application. So what you are doing, you are just, using AWS to set up these things. Other things, operating system, for example, you want to work on Ubuntu system, or you want to work on, say an example,
CentOS.
Yeah, CentOS, Windows. So that will be of your choice. And you can install middleware. You need to install. AWS is not installing. You are selecting your .NET or Java, what runtime, your data, and your application. So this is called infrastructure. It is providing only the infrastructure to you. Second thing is the platform as a service. In platform as a service, you are having your application. This is developed by you. Your data is with you. But you want networking, storage, server, virtualization, operating system, middleware, right? Runtime, it is to be provided by AWS. So now you give your application, web server is already with the AWS. You say, this is my .NET application. Can you deploy it? Okay, so you need not to set up your web server. It is basically by the AWS. So AWS is taking care of your middleware. Third is the software as a service. Software as a service means like your Gmail, right? So Gmail, we have not developed it. We don't know where are the servers. We don't know, right? We don't know about the data. We don't know about the middleware, right? So that is called a software as a service. Software as a service means you are just giving the requirement to your cloud service provider, and you are saying, I need a Gmail type of application, right? So they will do the development, they will deploy the application, right? They will set up everything for you. So this is called software as a service. So these are different models in cloud computing. It doesn't matter whether you are using AWS, whether you are using Azure, right? So these models are everywhere. Right. So these are some examples of software as a service and infrastructure as a service or platform as a service. Infrastructure as a service in AWS, this is EC2. We have Rackspace. We are having in Google Compute Engines. Okay. And platform as a service, we are having Elastic Beanstalk. And
Roku.
And Windows Azure. And software as a service, Google application, Salesforce, Dropbox. Dropbox, you have not developed, you have not having the storage given to that. So everything is given by your cloud service provider. So this is software as a service. I hope you understand this point, right? So notes are already there on devopsworld.co.in. You just go to this AWS Solution Associate Architect. So I have discussed these 2 points so far. So tomorrow we will start the AWS fundamentals. Okay. So that's I think I will share these recording with you. Okay. So
yeah. And you share me the last link you sent to me. Please put it together. I think when I left the first meeting, I did not save it.